So we come to step one in our presentation of steps for liberation, steps to recovery. We'll start at step one. Good place to start. Step one. So the first part, step one, we're powerless over our addiction and our lives have become unmanageable. Powerlessness. We need to look at our powerlessness. There's two questions, one little exercise I do with people. It just has two questions. And one is, do you lie to yourself or others about your powerless behaviour? And two, second question, is where does that first act out take you? Where does that first drink take you? If you can answer you don't know to those two questions, you're doing pretty good. So I never knew where the first drink had taken me, and I was always lying to myself and others about my addiction. So you need to look at this powerlessness and the principle of step one is honesty, and you need to feel it. You can see it, but you need to feel it. When you pick up that first drink or drug, or your behaviours start to act out in a place that you don't want them, and you are powerless, meaning you can't stop. You can do exercise where it takes you. It's taken addicts and alcoholics to some awful places, really. Once I started, not every time, I didn't have a clue where it was going to take me. Then I would have lied to anyone to cover up or get out and get active with my addictions. You can use mind mapping here, is often a very good tool, or you can do it the old fashioned way and write it out and feel it, feel your powerlessness. It should feel quite sick in your stomach, and you know you've got no control. Have you lost control? If you have and you can feel it, that's good. You've completed the first part, step one. This can take a bit of work or it can come very, very quickly. For the second part, our lives have become unmanageable. So, if you go to page 52, the big book, the AA big book, second paragraph, there's 9 statements that you can turn into questions. Where am I having trouble with personal relationships? No control over emotions. Where will we pray to misery? Where will we pray to depression? Can't make a living, fearless of uselessness, full of fear. We're unhappy, can't be of real help to others. If you take those 9 areas and the principle of step one is honesty, and you're really honest. I recommend with the first one, the 9 areas, that you maybe pick 7, 8 close acquaintances or families and you go in a bit deeper. So where am I having difficulty with my relationship with my daughter? Where am I having difficulty with my relationship with my partner? So you go through all those 9 areas and kind of take an eagle's eye view, if you like, or go up in your helicopter and look down and look at the 9 areas, expanding the personal relationships out a little bit further into a collective, I handle personal relationships, and each personal relationship, what's going on in that personal relationship. If you do all 9 areas and be really honest, you're going to come out with an interesting outcome I always think it's interesting. 2 days before I start a set of steps, or I run through the steps, life's as sweet as a nut, everything's good. Then I start into the step 1 and I realise it's not really what I thought it was. Things are, usually start to take on a different view. But as we said in the overview, for every step 1's the problem, step 2's the solution. So you're only looking to dig up what problems are going here, what's not going right. Go through the 9 areas. After you've done first part, second part, 9 areas. Step 1. You can get through here quite quickly. And you should be feeling not great. You should be feeling like rubbish. If you're feeling like rubbish, it's good. It sounds as if you've got a really good step on the go. I recommend, like all the problematic steps, you get in and out quickly. Don't spend too long in this step. Get what you need. Talk to your sponsor or your guide, if they're about, or someone. Possibly share it. Don't make a big deal of this. Get in and out and get ready for your step 2.